Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you're watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's time for WWE Evolve Event Center, where wrestling action involves the WWE ID prospects, the PC prospects, and indie wrestlers from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's the man to bring you the wrestling report and action from the WWE Evolve Event Center, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 2577 of the show. How's it going, everybody? Just finished watching Dynamite not too long ago. It was a 2.5-hour special for 6th-year anniversary of Dynamite. But we'll get to that to the next episode. Well, I'll talk a little bit about that. I'm going to talk about WWE Evolve. As you know, speaking of Evolve, and in fact WWE and Dynamite and AEW, next week could be a ratings battle between them because you got NXT Showdown versus AEW's Title Tuesday, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Been a crazy day today, and let me tell you. I think everything is kind of back to normal internet-wise. It's been a little crazy, the past couple of days, but a day and a half. I mean, for all day Tuesday and Wednesday, it's been total insanity with the internet. But I think we're kind of back, and everything else happens. So we shall see what goes on. It could be just wonky at the middle of the night because I think everybody's home and all that, and they probably can't get some sleep or something. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, we're going to talk about Evolve, ladies and gentlemen. And as you know, there's a special event in Evolve in 2 weeks. It's called Succession. And as you know, we're going to set matches up for Succession. We have the Evolve Women's title match set up for Succession. Also, this other matchup. Will Jackson Drake take on for the for the WWE Evolve Championship? Well, we shall soon find out. I think my brain's getting tired. But hopefully I'll get this done and over quick, and hopefully get some sleep afterwards because it's been nutty all day. Insane. It's been insane all day. It's been nutty all day between the internet, and I had to work. I was the only housekeeper on this thing because my other coworker, she called out, so I had a feeling. So had a feeling. But also, I forgot to tell you that the Red Sox lost Game 2 of the Wild Card Series, 4-3 to the Yankees. So this ends up being quite the battle between the Red Sox and the Yankees. But Game 3 is it, man. I'm telling you something right now. This is a huge deal. Game 3 is it. It's win or go big or go home for either the Red Sox or the Yankees. If the Red Sox win, they'll advance against Toronto. If the Yankees win, they'll advance against Toronto. But the fact of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a rookie start Game 3. Connolly early, so for the Red Sox. I think the advantage the Red Sox do have over the Yankees is that with Connolly early, the Yankees had never seen him pitch before, unless you count that start against the Sacramento Athletics. So the Athletics baseball team. So you got, and hopefully they pick up a few things on that, because if they don't, the Yankees may get going home early. But I'm very confident the Red Sox could win this game. They have the Yankees number, but here's the thing: if you go dive further, I think it all depends of how they do in the playoffs, and but you don't have a lot of guys on that team with a lot of experience with playoffs. I mean, Alex Cora and Nathaniel Lowe will be the only two guys that do have that playoff experience and championship experience. As you know, Nathaniel Lowe was part of the Rangers when they won the World Series back in 2023, I do believe. In 2023, then you got, so you got that one. So I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens in this game. In game 3 of the wild card series between the Red Sox and Yankees. If the Red Sox don't make it, well, I think the loss of Roman Anthony can be looming larger than ever. So and plus, like I said, some people cannot make any mistakes, and we soon shall see. We'll soon shall see what develops. So, best of luck to both teams. Winner take on Toronto in the divisional series. So, AL East rivalries will continue in the playoffs either way. All right, let's get to the WWE Evolve, because this is a huge event like this. Succession is happening in 2 weeks, into 15th, of course. As you know, Callie Armstrong will defend the Evolve Women's Championship against Kendall Gray, while Jackson Drake will defend the men's title against the winner of the main event matchup. And Adrenaline Drip had a rematch with Jax Presley and Harley Riggins, whom they call themselves, I think, Necessary Roughness. I think that could be a great tag team name if you think about it, to be totally honest. And Adrenaline Drop ended up winning the matchup, while Chewy Martinez interviewed Tate Wilder as he goes one-on-one with Idris Enofe. Now, folks, another little tidbit here. Remember, the Evolve tapings are weak. The Evolve is taped in advance. Taped months in advance. And this has been taken a few months back. Because earlier this week, Idris Enofe has announced that he is leaving the WWE. So, what does leave Malik Blade when he comes back? So, because I know those two were a tag team. So, I think if Malik Blade's gone too, there goes your tag team. So, anyways, while Ted Wilder was was talking to Chewy Martinez, Super Sean Legacy came up, gave him some advice, and Tate Wilder just took it to heart and said he's going out there. Meanwhile, two members of the Vanity Project, Jackson Drake and Bryce Donovan, were watching, and Jackson Drake was trying to, stir things up in Bryce Donovan. Bryce Donovan gets his face. Zeta Steele tries to calm things down. He says, "I know exactly what to do," and then Jackson Drake goes, "This is the fire that I want. This is the one I want to see. See, all you gotta do is motivate him." And then Jackson Drake walked out. He says, "I know exactly what to do." And Tate Wilder went one-on-one with Idris Enofe, and this was a heck of a matchup. And then when Tate Wilder was about to get the upper hand, Idris Enofe decided to use a steel chair. And when he's about to use a chair, Super Legacy stopped him. Tate Wilder and ended up pinning him and winning the match. So that could be Idris Enofe's last match in a WWE ring, whether it be Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or even Evolve. So that's, I'd say, Idris Enofe, thank you for your attempting to get improving your skills. Then Layla Diggs and Mason Holiday was talking to Wendy Chu, who's been getting a little bit more chatty, and then Nikita Lyons says, "I prefer you being quiet," and all that. And then Wendy Chu calls her the B word. I was like, boy, I don't think you want to do that. But both ladies will go at it next week on Evolve. I love Nikita Lyons, though. Maybe this whole, chalking thing, Wendy Chu can start getting motivated again. Meanwhile, Kylie Bright went one-on-one with Callie Armstrong, and Armstrong finished off Bright with 2 Callie connections, and as Kendall Gray was consoling Kylie Bright, she was staring down Callie Armstrong. So, then Brooks Jensen cuts a promo on being the number 1 contender for the Evolve Championship. Ed Gall was upset about Jamar Hampton's injury, and then Dante Chen interrupts Ed Gall, says some things, and Ed Gall's like, still complaining about it, and everybody else in the men's locker room walk out. So, Ed Gall's going to learn how to chill, man. I'm sure John D. Chen will be the one addressing, can do that. Number 1 contenders matchup between Brooks Jensen and Keanu Carver. These two have a big barn burner brawl. Brooks Jensen, remember, he's the son of Bull Buchanan in real life. But in the end, though, Keanu Carver picked up the victory over Brooks Jensen. So Jackson Drake will be defending the men's Evolve Championship against Keanu Carver at Succession. But Bryce Donovan made sure that Keanu Carver does not make it 100% and starts attacking Carver with a chair and all. Jackson got his licks in that the Vanity Project comes out and runs their mouth a little bit. So, as before then, the Vanity Project was watching the matchup, and then Bryce Donovan says, I'm going to go. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to see what I can do. So, that is kind of it for WWE Evolve. And like I said, next episode, I'll talk about AEW Dynamite, the 6th anniversary of the show. That is all the time that we have on this episode. Episode 2578 is complete. And on the next episode, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite. So thank you very much for tuning in. Until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.